Hey guys, Cycraft here. Uh, we're back in Return to Ash. It's a bit of a different feel for this episode, considering we're going after the other endings for this game. So this might be a quick 40-minute episode, for all I know. Which I'll probably fill in with other stuff. Anyways, let's continue to hunt down the other endings. Where we're gonna revive a Scarlet, Celadon, and Death. Yes, we can revive with Death. So I'm gonna go into this. We're gonna refuse to play the game this time. You probably made it, so I can't win. So I'll pass. You're not going to try? It's beatable. I'd even respect you if you won. Like, major respect. I guess I could try. No, it's a waste of time. That's okay. I don't want to. For contempt you with video games. Whatever, noob. Death shoves the Pain Boy back in their pocket and turns away from me in a huff. It's time for your next trial, Donny. He stiffens in preparation. I can't help but feel nervous for him too. Pat his arm for some reassurance. You can do it, buddy. Thanks, Ash. Okay, Death. What do you need me to do this time? Not much. Death ascends high over our heads, just like they did before. They open a different drawer this time. When they pull out the table, it appears to be empty. This game is simple. They descend down towards us with a hint of darkness in their voice. It's called Say When. Before I know it, my feet leave the ground. Wait. I barely had the time to register what's going on before my body hits cold metal. My IV bag hits my chest and I scramble to catch it. When did it get taken off its hook? What? Slam. Darkness. The blinding white I had just gotten used to was replaced with oppressive black that turned my confusion into abject fear. I'm stunned, terrified to move an inch. All I can do is breathe while my mind searches for an explanation. Ash! Celadon's voice gets through to me. It's coming from somewhere below me, muffled slightly. What the fork are you doing? Let her out. I'm inside of something. I tentatively reach one hand out into the darkness in front of my face. It's flat, smooth, and cold. Metal like the surface I was thrown into. I reach the same hand to the side, more panicked this time. Clang. My worst fears are realized. I've been shoved inside one of the drawers in the wall. A drawer meant for dead bodies. Please? I don't want to be in here. Please. Someone. My words come out as a whimper. I'm not sure anyone can even hear them. It's up to you to save her, Donny. I'll let her out if you ask. This voice is taunting, like a playground bully. sound of someone who isn't really going to do what they're offering. But 3 or too soon and you lose the trial. Celadon! I called out in panic desperation. He has to let me out. He has to... Let her out. Relief washes over me. He really did it. He gave up on his trial for me. I don't have to say he locked up in here like a corpse. Death opens the locker and light returns to my world. This bright light that I hated, I get to come back to it now. I get to see my friends' faces again. My friends, well, Celadon is definitely a friend. Scarlet isn't happy with me, but she might come around. As for Death, they at least help me down from here. I hang my ivy bag back on its hook. It's half empty now. Celadon rushes over to me once I've gathered myself. Are you okay? Yeah, that was scary. Thanks for calling it off. Well, you know what they say. Live to fight again another day. Yeah, you'll win the next one. I glance over at Death and Scarlet. This is why I don't bother with these things. But I'm glad Celadon had the good sense to let you out, Ashley. I would have kicked his butt if he didn't. I let out a small laugh. I could see that happening. I could feel Death staring me down through their mask. This probably wasn't the outcome they were expecting. I guess because I didn't do the trial, and if I did do the trial, it would be Scarlet instead. Okay, losers. Clearly my trials this time weren't up to snuff. I've already thought of something better for you, Donnie. You can relax while I prepare it. It's gonna be hard to relax, but okay. Let's go to my room. I offered without a second thought. I figured it'd be a nice place to chill, far away from this awful morgue, at least. You have a room, Ash? It's where I woke up, so that's how I think of it. You're welcome to come too, Scarlet. We can, like, strategize or something. No, thank you. I'll keep investigating on my own. Scarlet turned to leave, this time giving a smile and a wave before exiting the room. At least she doesn't seem to be mad at me or anything. That's good. Do we still have to strategize? Nah, let's relax. Who knows what Death's gonna throw at us next. Yeah, I try not to guess ahead of time. It just makes me more anxious. We smile and laugh with each other as we head to the elevator. It feels so nice to make a real friend. Free hearts on Celadon. So, this is your room. Yeah, my hospital room. And Celadon looks around, approaching one of the empty walls. Right, these walls are all an illusion. What do you see it as? Is my bed still a bed? Yeah, it's like a dorm room. There are nice paintings on the walls. Paintings? Yeah, of nature and stuff. I remember them from my time in rehab. Celadon has Saladon has told me a lot of personal stuff in the short time I've known him. I wonder if I should open up more too. I guess I already told him about being in the hospital though. Is there anything else in my life, really? I've had to focus on my health for so long. I don't have many options when it comes to hobbies. Mostly I just play video games. I doubt he's interested in that kind of thing though. He's much older than me, and judging by what he's mentioned so far, he spends his time out in the world, talking to people. He was even married. Well, divorced now. He's lived a much fuller life than me. What's wrong, Ash? I must have let my sadness show on my face, because now he's worried about me. What should I say? I'm gonna hit a save here. Just feeling sad for us. I was just thinking, you've had all these big life experiences. My own life is empty compared to that. Oh. It's not fair that you're stuck in the afterlife. You should be allowed to go back to living. Ash. You should too. I'm sure your life isn't as empty as you think. It's hard for me to believe that, but I appreciate the thought. Saladon and I take a seat on the bed and continue chatting. I tell him a little about my family. How my mum works in real estate, and my dad's an IT technician. Since they both work, I've been well provided for, but I was left on my own a lot. I always got the feeling they cared more about their jobs than me. Can't be easy having to care for a sick kid all the time though. So I guess I don't blame them. I feel like they only had me because you're kind of expected to have a kid after you get married. I'm not sure either of them were all that excited about being parents. They still took care of me though, even if it felt a little distant. I've always had trouble connecting with both of them. Someone once told me that your relationship with your parents changes a lot once you're an adult and can see them more as a person, but well, maybe it's just because of my circumstances. The only change in our relationship was that they weren't obliged to care for me as much anymore. They still pay for my health insurance at least. I haven't been completely abandoned. I just haven't heard from either of them in a long time. My IV drips. Oh, right. It was starting to run low, wasn't it? My IV's gonna run out. Uh-oh. That's not good. I opened up the cabinets, curious to see if there are any medical supplies stored inside. But every one of them is empty. Wouldn't you need a nurse to help change the IV anyway? I've seen them do it enough times. I just need an extra set of hands. I'm bad with needles. Maybe Scarlet can help? What's in this bag anyway? If it's just saline, I'm probably fine without it, but if it's medication, if it's the reason I've been feeling so healthy, I really shouldn't risk going without it. Saladon, can you help me search for a refill? Sure, whatever you need, Ash. We make our way down opposite sides of the hall, checking each door along the way. One of these has to be a supply closet, right? That's what I expected, but it's just been identical room after identical room. What am I going to do if we can't find a refill? Does it even matter here in the afterlife? If I don't need to eat or sleep, I shouldn't need medicine either. Right? But I woke up here with the IV in, and a bit of gas in my throat, but yeah. It feels important. So we keep searching, but soon we reach the end of the hall. Find anything? Sorry, they're all empty. The closets don't even have hangers in them. Let's try another floor. As we make our way to the elevator, we hear a familiar voice come through the PA system. Why are you making me... Ashley and Celadon, you need at the front desk, please. Her words are falsely sweet, like a customer service rep faking her way through the day. Maybe the front desk would be a good place to check anyway. His tone is hopeful, but I'm not. We can make a quick stop there anyway. Front desk. Well, while the elevator descends to the lobby, I stare nervously at my IV bag. It drips once, trying to intimidate me. Scarlett is seated behind the front desk, playing her part as the hospital receptionist. Death leans over the counter, looking like a delinquent, giving her a hard time. Well, that's basically what's going on here. Death is the bully giving all of us a hard time. Celadon and I walk over to the pair together. I'm worried about my IV. Will it even last through another trial? I should probably mention it before we get sidetracked. Before I get a chance to speak, Death calls out to us. Wow, you guys really came running. Masochists. They made fun of us for following instructions. Scarlett fires back from behind the desk before I can figure out how to respond. Oh, shut up. You'd criticize them if they took their time getting here too. She stands up and walks over to greet us. Listen, Death is plotting something. They haven't left me alone since the previous trial. Sorry you had to put up with that, Miss Scarlett. But, there's actually something urgent we should talk about. Celadon gestures to me. It's kind of him to give me an opening like this. Something urgent? My IV's running low. We've been running around looking for medical supplies. My IV's gonna run out soon, so... Ah, you're right. It's drained so much. Death. Ashley needs a new IV bag. Are there any refills? Maybe. Maybe this is a medical emergency, isn't it? I'm not really sure. Mostly I would feel weird without it. Death leans forward, turning to Celadon with a snicker. You wanna cancel the trial? Couldn't we just postpone it? Nah, that's annoying. What is the trial anyway? Ash, we shouldn't start before we sell your emergency. But I want to know, if it's impossible, we can forfeit right away. Okay. As long as you're fine with it. Well, I'm not fine with it. I'm going to help you look, Ashley. As Scarlet turns to leave, Death stops her. Are you sure you want to do that, Scarlet? She freezes. Death's planning something after all. Donnie's trial is going to require everyone's participation, including yours. Fine, explain the stupid trial, then I'm leaving. Heh. Alright, for phase 1 of this trial, a certain drug is hidden somewhere in this building. A drug? A drug? Like medication? Scarlet, you saw me hide it. The trial won't progress until it's brought here. I certainly saw you hide something, but I couldn't see what it was. It's something for you, Ashley. Is it for my IV? I'm too afraid to ask. If you hid her meds, just tell us already. You'll see it when you find it. Death walks around the desk, then plops down in the office chair. They lean back and put their feet up on the desk. Scarlet takes off toward the stairway in a hurry. At least she didn't need convincing. Should we, wait here? I've never had to think about what would happen if I ran out of medication before. There were always nurses taking care of that for me. And before I was hospitalized, my mum always managed it. But we're in the afterlife, a place where your body's condition stays the same, even if you don't eat or sleep. So we shouldn't think of it as normal medication, probably. Still, if I really didn't need an IV, why did I wake up with it in? It's not just fluids, is it? If I keep thinking in circles like this, my time will run out. Time. It's running out. Like an hourglass. Huh? Death told me I didn't have an hourglass. Do you think it's because my IV is acting like one in its place? If that's true, then... Death snickers behind the desk. Man, that's a good one. Hidden in plain sight, huh? Am I right? Do I really only have this much time left? Yeah, I wonder. Screw you. I want to revive. I'm not ready to die yet. The door to the stairwell swings open, and Scarlet comes running back to us. Scarlet, did you find it? It's not an IV bag. It's some kind of fluid though. She shows us the bottle. It's unlabeled, save for a hastily attached piece of masking tape with a word scribbled on in black ink. Conine? What is that? Where's this for? Death takes the bow out of her hand, then waves it around like a prize. Conine is a chemical compound extracted from a plant called poison hemlock. A small dose is enough to cause paralysis. Starts in your toes, then works all the way up through your system. If you ingest it, it causes respiratory failure. You'll be conscious, unable to breathe, slowly losing oxygen until you die. In other words, it's deadly poison. But poison? You can't mean... For the second part of your trial, Donnie, Ashley over here has to drink this. Huh? Me? It has to be you. You're such good friends, right? Well, why don't you drink it instead, you monster? Call it off. No, call it off. You don't have to drink that, Ash. It's not up to you, Celadon. This time it's Ash's choice. But I'll throw you a bone. Ash, let's count this trial as a double whammy. If you drink it, I'll let you revive with Celadon. Assuming you survive, that is. I'll be waiting outside. You have 5 minutes. With that, Death turns on their heel and walks out the automatic doors. It's up to me? Okay, this one is big. Celadon, Scarlet, or Death. We're on the Celadon route. Celadon? Don't do it, Ash. I don't want to. It sounds horrible. But it might be our only chance. It's not worth it. I'm not worth it. I can just hang on to the next trial. I probably don't have that long. And don't say that. Scar and I will find you a refill. I was thinking, if I might be stuck in the afterlife soon anyway, then I can at least help you get out of here. I'll respect your choice, whatever you want to do. Okay, so this one isn't that serious. Okay, we're gonna talk to that. You're not seriously considering this? We think my IV might be serving as my hourglass, since I didn't have one. The hourglass thing is all nonsense. It's not proven. Alright. But we don't know what happens when the fluid runs out. I could be trapped here forever. Which means doing this for Celadon might be the only way for both of us. You shouldn't have to die. You shouldn't have to. Don't die in such a horrible way. We're already dead, aren't we? I don't care. Don't kill yourself. It's time to follow death. I step towards the automatic doors. Look, we don't know if poison has any effect in the afterlife. I felt just fine the entire time I've been here. I haven't felt normal like that since I was a little kid. I don't know if that's because this place is special, or if it's whatever's in my IV that was helping me. But I think my time left to feel good is over now. It's something that shouldn't have been possible for me, possible in the first place. That's why I'm okay with this. Don't worry about me, alright? I stepped outside, letting the doors close behind me before Scarlet or Celadon could say another word. Beyond the hospital doors is an endless expanse of bright white. Hard to believe that there's a place even brighter than the inside of the hospital. Although, I guess it's all an illusion. That's what I'm banking on. The illusion of it all. This place isn't real. My IV isn't real. And the poison isn't real. Maybe. I hope. I think Celadon is real though. And I have a chance to help him. Whether I turn out to be right or wrong. Whoa, you really came out. Yep, I'm ready. They hand me the bottle of poison. The glass is thick and heavy. Looks like you still have some time left. Any last words? Not really. I try to open the cap. There isn't any particular smell to the liquid. Seriously? You're ready to sacrifice yourself just like that? You said I can revive if I drink it too. You're willing to die horribly for a chance to go back to the real world. To go back to pain and suffering every single day for your life. Well, I made a friend, so maybe I won't have to suffer alone anymore. Huh. You're nuts, you know that. You're the one who came up with the trial. Yeah, and it's an insane one. Who the hell would choose to drink lethal poison for some schlub they just met? They're right, I don't have to do this. I could probably get used to things here in the afterlife. Being stuck here might not be so bad. There are so many things I don't know about this place. It's a little fun trying to learn it all. Well, about it all. If death is okay living here, maybe I could be too. If you can call this living. But I'm not really doing this for my own revival. I like Celadon. He deserves a win. The open bottle weighs heavily in my hands. I chugged the entire thing in one go. It's disgusting, but I've taken worse tasting medicine before. I keep my eyes shut as I wait for the effects of the poison to hit. But I don't feel anything. How long is this supposed to take anyway? Damn it, you guys win. Death walks back towards the hospital doors. What happens now? How long until I die horribly? You shut up and come with me. When we run back into the building, Scarlet and Celadon run up to me with faces full of concern. Ash, how are you feeling? normal, I guess. It has a bad aftertaste, but I don't feel any different yet. What's gonna happen to her, Def? Nothing. Def's voice is whiny and childish. The voice of a sore loser. But she drank the entire bottle of quinine. It's a damn tincture. Like those health products you used to sell, Donnie. I've never sold poison. That's what I'm saying. It's a quinine tincture. They start with hemlock, then dilute it down until there isn't a single molecule of hemlock left. They say it keeps the memory of the plant, but it's mostly water. It's water, but then the healthy tinctures I sold. Also a scam. Shit's called the homeopathy. Learned about it on a podcast. So that's the catch. I called their bluff. Shut up. I made it too easy. Anyway, we get to revive now, right? You and Celadon do. Tough luck. You and Celadon do. Tough luck, Scarlet. I feel bad leaving her behind. She helped with the trial too. What are you gonna do, Scarlet? Don't worry about me. Compared to Celadon, I only just got here. Go on ahead, Ashley, before your time runs out. With Scarlet's blessing, I look to Celadon, then Def. Looks like the power of friendship saved the day after all. Barf. Def walks us over to the elevator. They tell us that no one's ever won a trial before, so they aren't sure exactly how the whole process works. It's weird. I thought they knew everything about this place. Maybe it's all a front? As fake as the poison they made me drink? Either way, it's just me and Celadon now. This elevator is apparently the way out of here. The only way. Aside from walking out those front doors and wandering into the void. This is the only place in the building that Def can't see inside. So if there's really a way to revive, it's through here. All we need to do is figure out how. Celadon and I look around at the walls and ceiling inside the elevator. Each surface is smooth, with no sign of any hidden doors or compartments. I've been in this elevator so many times. Can we really leave from here? Def said they saw people go in and not come out. They had to have gone somewhere. I've seen a lot of people come and go during my time here. They always just disappeared one day. I guess I've always been too focused on my trials to really pay attention to that kind of thing. I don't know. I would have noticed it either. My eyes fall on the panel of buttons. There's something odd about them. Oh! This wasn't here before. Celadon leans in close, pointing to a button with a O on it. Or maybe a 0? This must be it. We found it, Ash. Should I press it? Well, I got my idea where I got to press it, so let's let him press it. Go ahead, you earned this. Even though this was the trial where I did the least. Celadon presses the button, and the elevator doors close. End scene. Boot, boot. Going up, huh? Yeah. We're definitely rising. Is this what revival is supposed to feel like? I guess I'd be more worried if we were going down. Yeah, you're right. The two of us stand in silence, unsure of what to say to each other. No one's ever sacrificed himself like that for me. It was a sacrifice, though. It's the thought that counts. Another silence. How long will this elevator ride be? And will we ever get to see each other again after this? Before I knew it, the floor has transformed into a field of dandelions. Hey, Ash? Yeah? He's seeing this too, right? What hospital are you staying at? Oh, it's St. Fellows. I know that place. That's where my grandfather... Well, let's not talk about that. Too depressing. Well, want to come visit? Yes, if that would be okay. Good, that's something to look forward to. I hope he really will come visit. As long as he doesn't try to sell me any supplements. I used to work in health insurance. Oh no, he's not reading my mind. Oh no, he's not reading my mind, is he? Claims department. I was the guy who looked at insurance claims, tried to find any loophole I could so the company could deny them. So Celadon, as good as he is, just ended up working with the most evil people all the time. After my grandfather passed, seeing his medical bills, the funeral costs, everything, I just couldn't work there anymore. What an awful thing to do to people. Yeah, it sounds hard. yeah, that sounds hard, yeah. That's why I wanted to work in medicine, but there was no way I could afford to go to medical school. I thought selling supplements was the next best thing. I really wanted to be able to help people, but my life kept spiraling out of control. So I really can't thank you enough for helping someone like me. It's no problem. Actually, I'm really glad to have been able to help someone at all. Usually, I'm no use to anyone. My eyes well up with tears. Celadon doesn't respond. Celadon? We're still rising. It's too bright to see anything anymore. Please come visit me. I want to stay friends after this. I call out to him, but I'm pretty sure he's gone now. Friends, huh? Thought I might never make a new one. It's so nice, knowing I was wrong about that. I feel so light and warm. I just hope we'll meet again soon. Celadon friendship ending got. Hi, Celadon. We got the Celadon ending. Let's go and get that Scarlet ending now. I think to get the Scarlet ending, we actually have to come back all the way here and not help Celadon this time. We actually have to go and follow Scarlet. Not wanting to be left behind, I back away from Celadon and leave him to his trial. Scarlet turns back to me, tapping her foot as I catch up. She's grinning. You know, the reason I volunteered to bargain with death for you is because I don't want to see you end up like Celadon. In other words, she took pity on me. I really wish I had a mentor when I first got here. Maybe things would have gone more smoothly. Thanks for your help, Miss Scarlet. You don't need to call me Miss, Ashley. We're equals here. That's funny. I don't feel like I'm being treated as an equal at all. Still, I can't help smiling back. If she wants to take me under her wing, that's net positive for me, right? Isn't it? Scarlet motions for me to follow again, and I obey. Best not to overthink it. I steel myself as she escorts me further down the hall, toward death. The room I find myself in now had walls lined with metal drawers. I know these drawers. They're for storing human bodies. You pull the door open and a panel slides out with a corpse on it. I've seen it on TV. This is the basement of the hospital, where they take patients who succumb to their illnesses or injuries. Scarlet took me here. I'm really dead. I died. No matter how many times I say it in my head, it doesn't sink in. I'm still thinking and walking and talking. How could I really be dead? You're joking, right? She turns to me, genuine confusion in her eyes. The morgue? My voice cracks. I can't stay calm when faced with this. Is that how you see it? What's that supposed to mean? It's obviously the morgue. Are you okay, Ashley? No, I don't know. I'm in a morgue. The fear is so visceral, but my heart isn't beating faster at all. Is it still beating? When did it stop? It's not beating anymore, is it? Scarlet? I don't want to die. I don't want to be dead. I feel the same, which is why we need to bargain with death. I try to calm my breathing. She's right. This is what we came for. Sorry. Don't worry, it's a normal reaction. I feel like an idiot for freaking out. I was told a long time ago that I'd die young, but it still always felt so far away. Imagining myself being slid into one of these cold drawers. To be forgotten by everyone I've ever known. Huh. But everyone already forgot about me, didn't they? That's how I felt before. No visitors in over a year. I might as well not exist to them. It'd be more convenient if I don't exist. How will they feel when they hear the news? Relieved? I don't want to think about it. How did you die? I asked the question point blank. She pried into my life before, so I guess this is just a bit of payback, I guess. I don't remember the specifics. I woke up here 3 months ago. Celadon was focused on his trials, and Death refused to talk to me. I allowed Jan welcome to the stream. There have been a few others, but they haven't stuck around long. I'm not sure how any of them got out, or if they were able to revive at all. She talks quickly, in another speech that feels rehearsed. She must have relayed the story a number of times by now. I've searched the building for clues, but the computers don't boot up, and everything in the filing cabinets is completely blank. All I know is that Death is in charge and seems to have some control over who can leave via the trials. Which means bargaining with them might really be my only way out, if there is a way out of here. You sure we can bargain with them? Well, don't expect results right away. They don't like the recently living. Great. Guess I'll have to figure out a way to get on Death's good side. Where is Death anyway? I thought they'd be lurking around here. Usually they are. I'll take a look around, now that the shock of being in a morgue has worn off a little. On the opposite side of the room is a large pile of coins that have been meticulously stacked. Celadon's work, I guess. What's the point of this? A show of dedication? Repaying his sins, maybe? You'd have plenty of time to reflect on your life if you spent 2 whole days doing this. Or maybe you'd be so focused that you don't think at all. Wondering these things to myself isn't going to answer any questions. I turn to Scarlet. What else has Celadon had to do for his trials? Oh, I stopped caring. It's all meaningless anyway. Blunt as always. The trials are a waste of time, Ashley. Death always finds a way to claim you've lost. You're calling me unfair? Behind us stood a hooded figure with an oversized scythe. This is definitely Death. You came out of nowhere. Don't do things like that. You're gonna give Ashley a heart attack. Nope. Not possible. It certainly feels possible. He really startled me. Just then, Celadon came stumbling into the room with a stack of coins in hand. Oh, everyone's here. We have business with Death. Could you try not to disturb us? But my trial. Is this not enough coins? It's insanity. He places his stack of coins in the pile, then scurries out of the room. Have some self-respect. What's your business with me, Scarlet? They ask flatly, their sigh muffled by the skull mask covering their face. That is a mask, right? The gloves they're wearing look like the kind I've worn for Halloween as a kid. Ashley wants to revive. You're going to release a soul from this place. She speaks for me, and I let her. There's no way I can talk like that to Death myself. Am I? Celadon sneaks back into the room with another stack of coins, and quietly adds them to his pile. Yes, you are. Look at her. She's on an IV, for God's sake. So if she revives, she could die anyway. Gee, thanks for a reminder. That's beside the point. Seems relevant to me, why should I bother? because maybe a near-death experience is what she needed to in order to be miraculously healed. She could go on to live a full life, while my English absolutely fails to articulate the sentence. That's kind of a weird argument to make. I'm certainly not expecting any miracles. She's young. Does she look like she belongs here? Celadon's coins clatter in the background. To me, she looks like someone who would rather rely on a stranger than face her own problems herself. We're not strangers. We did just meet. Scarlet gently puts a hand on my shoulder. Levy did the talking, Ashley. Ousted from the debate over my own soul, I retreat to the opposite side of the room. This isn't going well. Death probably thinks I'm prophetic now. Like how Scarlet feels about Celadon. A pathetic little worm doing whatever they're told, relying on the strength of others. Pitiable and weak. That's us. He glances at me and hurriedly returns to stacking his coins. But before he can leave the room again, Death blocks his way. Time's up. Time's up, Dunny. Dunny, that's kinda cute. Please stop calling me that. Only my mum calls me Donny. Okay, we can actually sort of skip ahead. Oh, you're a gamer, yeah. We'll go heads. Actually, wait. No, we want Scarlet on our side, so we want to actually agree. Yeah, tails. They drift to a stop. Yeah. They drift to a stop, then grasp a handle of one of the metal doors. Am I about to see a corpse? Have we been sitting in a room lined with bodies? Why do the walls look infinitely tall? And how had I not noticed that until now? The metal door swings open and a long drawer slides out. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it seems to be lined with rows upon rows of hourglasses? Okay, so wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now we're in a new scene, I think. Scarlet brought me back up to the floor where we first met. In her hands was an hourglass. One Death had given to her when she asked for it. She eyes it suspiciously. She didn't tell you. That's what Death said. Scarlet could have told me we aren't really dead. She apparently known it all along. So why did she give me the wrong impression? No, she specifically told me that I died. That's not a lie by omission. It's just a straight up lie, isn't it? What else is she not telling me? Based on her reaction, I could tell she didn't know about the hourglasses. But what about everything she told me before? Was any of it true? I slow my pace. We need to talk about this. Hey, Scarlet? She finally looks up from her hourglass and directly into my eyes. You told me that we died, but according to Death, that isn't really true. You, knew that it was a social death, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Because I don't trust them. I don't trust anything Death says implicitly. The trials, for instance, I've never once seen anyone pass them. But others made it out before, right? Maybe they passed their trials without you noticing. I've yet to confirm that. They just seem to disappear after a while. You think Death is lying to us? I know that I'm dead, Ashley. She suddenly seems very intense. I'm taken aback by the coldness in her voice. How are you so sure? Because I was murdered. Scarlet glances down the empty hallway, then steps into one of the rooms. Does she want me to go in after her? We're getting the Scarlet endings. We need to follow her. I've come this far with Scarlet. I won't back down now. Scarlet stands at... Okay, I think we've been through this, so we can actually sort of skip this part. You're really attached to me, aren't you? I thought we were working together like a team or something. I get that you don't trust F, but I at least thought I could trust you. Could you trust me? You're a good girl, Ashley. Yeah, okay, we can skip forward. Yeah, it's the afterlife. Yeah, it's the afterlife. You told me that already. What I mean is that more were in before. That's the mailroom. Huh? Mailroom? It isn't really a mailroom, of course. That's just what it looks like to me. It's different for everyone. Like a dream. Your mind fills in the blanks, using a place from your own memories. So it's like a memory. That's why some details are missing. So then what's this place to you, Scarlet? To me, it's an office building. The one I used to work at. Scarlet goes into another one of her speeches, although this one feels far less rehearsed. Before she was killed, she was forced to quit her job. She doesn't say what that job was exactly, but there was some kind of scandal caused by her boss, and she was unknowingly complicit in it. All she did was trace the papers like she was told. Okay, I think we can skip past that. You should... No. I think we want to change... Rouge. I like that. Want to change it right away? What? And have to explain myself to everyone? No thanks. I don't think anyone would make a big deal out of it. All that aside, let's stay focused on why we are here. On where we are now. Right, finding a way to revive. I think our next step is to try to get more information out of the others. They're probably more willing to talk to you than me, so I think you better be the one to do it. Yeah, sure, yeah, that makes sense. Scarlet needs my help. She's relying on me for this. Just make sure to take everything Death says with a grain of salt. Sailed on too, honestly. That man is beyond help. I'll let you know when I find out. Thanks, Ashley. I promise we're gonna make it out of here together. Yeah, we can do it. I think that's the first time we've had Scarlet be like, yeah, let's get out of here together. As I leave the room, I can't help but feel giddy with pride. I'm gonna be used to the Scarlet. We're a real team now. I hurried down the hall toward the elevator, my ivy bag swinging along behind me as I walked. When I reached the elevator, I pressed the button to close the doors behind me. Well, we'll start at the entrance. And Celadon might be hanging around the first floor. Talking to him seems like a good place to start. Going down. I find Celadon in the lobby. He's turning his hourglass over in his hands. The sand still steadily flowing in one direction. I'm sure he's still thinking about the trial. At least, I would be if I had just wasted the past couple of days going up and down an elevator carrying coins around for no reason. Now I know I made the right decision, leaving him to it before. My help would have only made it worse. Celadon has been here the longest. Aside from death, of course. I need to learn more about his situation so I can report back to Scarlet. Hey, let's talk. Oh, I think we can... I'll see if this is gonna repeat stuff. Huh? Sure, Ash. Is there something in particular you wanted to talk about? Everything that happened, I guess? Yeah. How are you feeling after all that? Probably a lot to take in, huh? Death called us miserable losers. I think we've had this conversation before, so we can just... Oh, well, I'll be your friend. Everyone needs a pal after all. I'm struck by his war. He seems so genuine. Okay. Celadon smiles at me, then takes his hourglass from his pocket. He stares down at it with great sadness in his eyes. I probably don't have to tell him that Death's probably lying about the hourglass stuff. I'm not sure it'd make any difference. The years he spent here doing Death's impossible trials, that must have taken its toll on him. Beneath his friendly exterior is a man on the verge of breaking. I pat his back, not knowing what else to do. If he was to revive, would he be able to make new friends? Would I? Well, at least I have Scarlet now. Good luck on the next trial. I'm sure you'll pass one eventually. Celadon? Right, yeah. He slips his hourglass back in his pocket. Good. I found out a lot about Celadon's background. It doesn't sound like he remembers dying, but it's possible he could have passed in his sleep, like what probably happened to me. Scarlet could be right about the hourglass stuff being made up. I never even got mine. But I guess I could go see about that next. After saying goodbye to Celadon, I step into the elevator and make my way to the basement. It's time to speak to Death. When the elevator doors open, Death's scythe drops in through the small gap like a guillotine. The blade sticks in the floor, set a couple of inches deep. It takes me a moment to register what happened. Thank God I wasn't standing right there. Wait, what's even happening here? I need to get information for Scarlet. Hey, Death, can you pause? Why? Because it's hard to have a conversation over the gunfire and explosions. Man, yell. I'd rather not. Boring. Death pauses the game and leans toward me. So you're like, Scarlet's lacking now? Or what? Scarlett's my friend. Saying it out loud makes me feel good inside. It's nice to have a friend, even if we're in the afterlife. Damn. Well, I guess it's too late for you then. Too late? For what? You don't care about GDA, you're happy being someone's puppet. We'll never get along. Not a puppet. Why did you come here, Ash? You dragged me here. You came down the elevator to talk to me, right? You never gave me my hourglass. You don't have one. I don't? I'm on pausing now. Death resumes their grand escape from Hell's police force, driving down a blood-soaked highway as helicopters riddle Lucy's car with bullets. I don't have an hourglass? What does that mean? I guess if it was something they made up just to put pressure on Scarlet and Celadon, it makes sense that they wouldn't care to give me one. Maybe Scarlet's right then. Death's just playing games with us, to keep us from reviving. I gotta tell Scarlet about this. Trusting whatever Death says is definitely a mistake. I knew it. And Scarlet paces back and forth across the room. So the hourglasses are a distraction, just like the bogus trials. We can't trust anything Death says. Who knows if they have the power to revive any of us at all. That was probably a lie too. But they can fly and stuff. They definitely have some powers. Right. You said they changed their room with magic. But we already know the appearance of this building is based on illusions. Are they really deaf? Like the literal Grim Reaper? I thought so, but I'm beginning to doubt that too. They're wearing a Halloween costume, for God's sake. There's supposed to be a only way out of here, unless even the possibility of reviving was a lie. Well, it doesn't do us any good to believe that. Let's think about the things we know for sure. I'm not sure I know anything for sure. I don't even know if I'm really dead. Well, I know I am, so we can start there at least. Everyone who's been able to leave this place so far, I thought it was because they passed their trials. But I didn't actually see anyone pass anything. I only heard about it from Celadon after the fact. Right. And he believes in the trials a little too much. I've watched him fail again and again. The entire time I've been here. He won't stop, no matter how many times death humiliates him. And now you're telling me he was in an MLM. It seems like he's as gullible as they get. Wait, what's an MLM? A multi-level marketing scheme. It's a business model that preys on desperate people, wreaking havoc on their finances while the owner of the company. The TV in the corner of the room suddenly switches on. The screen is bright white. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Calling all losers. I thought of some trials for y'all. Come downstairs to get started. The TV switches off as abruptly as it turned on. Scarlet and I exchanged looks. Should we? They'll come to us if we don't go to them. Might as well get it over with. When Scarlet and I reach the morgue, Celadon and Death are already there waiting for us. I glance at Celadon, but he looks away. I wonder if he's nervous about the trial. Now that we've assembled, Death taps their scythe on the floor, and makes their announcement. Scarlet, it's time for your next trial. Should just be able to skip forward. We can refuse. There to go, Ashley. Nah. That's okay. I don't want to. Oh, and we get locked in again. Oh. Hold on. Ashley! Oh, Scarlet's worried for us. Scarlet's voice gets through to me. It's coming from somewhere below me, muffled slightly. What are you doing? Let her out. I'm inside something. I tentatively reach one hand out into the darkness in front of my face. It's flat, smooth, and cold. Metal like the surface I was thrown into. I reach the same hand to the side. More panic this time. Clang. My worst fears are realized. I've been shoved inside one of the drawers in the wall. A drawer meant for dead bodies. Oh, and Celadon's not gonna let us out. Celadon, are you kidding me? It's not like she'll die in there. Unbelievable. You're scum, you know that. You let a poor disabled girl suffer over a trial. You're just gonna fail anyway. Hey, Ash. Hey, Ash. Are you okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Would anyone be in this situation? No, I'm scared. I don't like this. Please let me out. I beg him, trying to speak as firmly and clearly as I can to make sure there's no misunderstanding. I want out immediately. But you're not hurt or anything, right? I'm about to hurt you, stupid. I'm grateful for Scarlet's anger, but I'm also not sure it'll convince him. Celadon, please. Please just let me out. This is probably the easiest trial I'll ever give you. All you have to do is nothing. Oof. We're all on a time limit, Celadon. You are literally sacrificing her life to save your own butt right now. But I could actually win this time. Could you live with yourself if you did? Well, I'd be alive again. I hear a quick thud and a small owl from Celadon. Did she punch him? Hey, no violence. Hang on, Ashley, I'll free you myself. More clanging metal and shuffling sounds. I can't tell what's going on at all, but the distraction is welcome. Even if you make it up there, the drawer's locked. Scarlet's heels hit the floor and she grunts in frustration. Are you seriously fine with having her death on your shoulders? No. Then let her out. Okay, fine, okay. Please let her out, Death. Oh, the locker opens. I'm free. If not for Scarlet, how long would I have been trapped in that darkness? Would Celadon have waited till just before his hourglass ran out? I shiver at the thought. He believes the lies about the trials and the hourglasses. If he's really been here for years, and he's about halfway through his countdown, God, was he seriously willing to leave me in there as long as he could? He didn't listen to me, even when I begged him. And Death was the one who tossed me in there, even if they're helping me down now. These trials, now I understand. They're meant to maximize people's suffering. Scarlet is the only one to see through it all. She's the only one I can trust. I hang my IV bag back on its stand. My hands tremble with anxiety. Or maybe it's just the residual fear of being locked up like that. Let's go, Ashley. Yeah. She takes me by the hand and we head out the door and towards the stairwell. I can't even look at the others. Once the door closes, Scarlet turns to me. She gives my hand a gentle, reassuring squeeze. Are you okay? I'm sorry they did that to you. I feel better now. Thanks for saving me. I really owe you one. No problem. That's what friends are for. Friends. I'm so happy that Scarlet considers me a friend. Us girls gotta stick together. Men will always end up using you. Even the supposed nice guys like Celadon. Her words give me pause. Something feels wrong about them? But I guess it's true that Celadon was using me. We don't trust anyone, and we don't play by the rules. That's the only way to come out on top. The only way, huh? What's wrong, Ashley? You sure you're okay? Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. Going along with the trials, it just makes you do awful things. If you weren't there to stop him, Celadon would have... It's hard for me to get the words out. Think of being trapped in that dark place, with no one coming to save me. He didn't care what happened to me, did he? No, he didn't. But I do. Scarlet looks me in the eye, and I feel all of my anxiety drift away. We're in this together, Ashley. Let's think about what we can do next. She leads me upstairs, my heart filled with a sense of purpose. I'm so grateful Scarlet is here to protect me. We start from the top floor, exploring the holes and chatting along the way. Actually, it's more strategizing than chatting. Scarlet is going over everything we know for certain, hoping we can get a clearer picture of what this afterlife really is. Our conclusions so far are: 1. We definitely aren't in the real world. It would be impossible to go this long without food, water, or rest if we were. 2. The building's details are different to each observer. It seems to draw from the memories of each individual, as far as Scarlet can tell from what others have described to her. And 3. Scarlet ended up here after being murdered. This is the main evidence we have that Death's hourglass theory is just something they pulled out of their butt, as Scarlet put it. Thinking about what she went through, the scandal, being disowned by everyone around her, that still counts as a social death, doesn't it? I also wonder if her physical death is a sure thing. I don't think I can bring it up to her now, though. She was pretty upset when I doubted her before. I better just trust her judgment. I don't want to make her retell the story of her murder anyway. It sounds like it'd be pretty traumatic. We come to a stop at the end of the hallway. Scarlet leans back against the wall. The only place I haven't been able to investigate very thoroughly is the basement. Why the basement? Death spends most of their time there. Whenever I try to poke around, they harass me until I give up and leave. Do you think they're hiding something from us down there? I'm not sure, but I do get the feeling they're not as all-powerful as they seem. Even though they can fly. Yes, that's another thing we know for certain. Death seems to have a few special abilities that we don't. Scarlet paces back toward me, staring at the tiles on the floor as she walks. With how often I've seen them flying around here on that scythe, it's unlikely there are invisible wires involved. You never know. One time I played a game where the plot twist was there was all these mechanical structures that made of a special material the characters couldn't see. What? That sounds like a cheap twist. Yeah, I was just thinking, since this place is like an illusion, it could be something like that. If it is, we're screwed. Scarlet groans in frustration, lightly kicking the wall with this side of her foot. With the side of her foot. This is impossible. If the whole building is an illusion, can we even trust anything we find here? Poor Scarlet. She's been here for months trying to figure out things all on her own. As someone who just got here, I doubt I can really do much to help. Feeling hopeless, I take a seat on one of the spare beds in the hallway. What are you doing? Resting? Wanna join me? Ashley, we can't rest here. Sure we can. Lie down on that gurney. That's a table, sweetheart. Whatever, just lay with me. Why? Well, I was gonna try and take a nap. Maybe you should too. How is taking a nap going to help us? I always take a nap when I don't know what else to do. Or if I'm trying to avoid something, I guess. Anyway, it'll help clear our minds. Come on. Despite her protests, Scarlet gets comfortable in the bed next to mine. I see, so it's like meditation. I'm genuinely trying to sleep here. I really don't think that's possible. You said you hadn't tried. I hadn't. I can hear the smile in Scarlet's voice, even without looking at her. It makes me feel warm inside. 3 hearts with Scarlet. Wait. Yeah, we have the 3 hearts with Scarlet now. It's so nice to have a female friend around. Huh? At work, well, my former workplace, all the people handing out promotions were men. I spent so much time trying to curry favor with them, I didn't really get a chance to know my female co-workers. That's why I'm happy to get to spend time with a girl like you, Ashley, even under these circumstances. Interesting that this option's here. Yeah, girl power. Yeah, just a pair of girl busters here. Damn straight we are. Two girl bosses who are going to revive and go on to lead brand new girl boss lives. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Not really, I'd rather just be a regular person. I don't know, I've never related to femininity once in my entire life. But I'm not sure how to explain that to her. I guess I could start with something that's been bothering me. Hey, Scarlet? Yeah? My brain was thinking that. Oh, that is what it is. Could you maybe call me Ash instead of Ashley? What's that? You're mumbling. Nothing. Never mind. I can't do it. It's way too late to bring up something like that now. Scarlet sits up, peering down at me from over the plastic bed frames between us. Are you getting sleepy? No sleepy? No, I don't really feel tired at all. See? That's why I never bothered to do this before. It's so weird. I feel like I spend my whole life being tired, and now I'm in this place with different rules. Different rules, yes. Maybe we're thinking too heavily in the terms of the real world. Why should the laws of physics exist in the afterlife? Our bodies don't even need fuel to survive. Scarlet's body begins rising off the bed. What if anything is possible here as long as you imagine... Scarlet, how are you doing that? I get it now, Ashley. I've solved it. No, this is real. It was only our preconceptions holding us back. Scarlet drifts around the hall effortlessly, flying about exactly as I've seen Death do. This must be something any of us can do. Come on, try it. Okay. I do my best to imagine my body rising off the bed like Scarlet's, but I still feel as heavy as ever. It's just like lucid dreaming. Why didn't I figure that out sooner? Dreaming, huh? I did think this might be a dream when I woke up here, but I've never flown in my dreams before. Yeah, there's no way I can imagine this body of mine being so agile and weightless. My shoulders slump in defeat. I can't do it, Scarlet. That's alright, we won't be trapped here for much longer. Now that Death and I are evenly matched, I'm going to confront them. Scarlet giggles as she dashes to the other side of the hall, shooting through the air like a falcon. I scramble to my feet, lugging my IV stand along with me. I can barely manage to jog. Scarlet pulls me into the elevator with her, and we arrive at the basement floor in no time. What did she mean by confront death? Evenly matched? They aren't going to fight, are they? I want to revive, but it'd be best to do that peacefully. Scarlet probably feels the same, right? She's like a battle of wits kind of lady. Everything's happening too fast. Are we really going to be able to escape this place soon? I'm worried it won't be that simple. As we enter the mall, a glint of metal passes over Scarlett's head. Before I know it, she's thrown herself out of the way, and Death is picking up their scythe out of the floor where she once stood. I knew you were coming for me. I've got eyes and ears all over this place. That's fine. I'm used to being surveilled. Scarlett shrugs it off with a confident laugh. How could she be so calm about this? Death seems surprised too. When Scarlett takes a step forward, they take 2 steps back. Are you afraid I came here to hurt you? Death keeps their scythe raised, letting out a small growl in response. Scarlett takes another step toward them. I just came to talk. There's no need for violence. Back off. Death swings at Scarlett, and she dodges again. Please don't fight. I'm so scared they'll hurt each other. Can we get hurt in the afterlife? Can we bleed? Death. You're scaring Ashley. Put down the scythe so we can talk like grown-ups. Screw off. I've been through this before. You'll get so cocky once you realize you can fly. Death circles Scarlett, taking slow, cautious steps. They're moving toward me, toward the door. You've been lying to us, Death, keeping us busy with your silly games. You know the way out of here, don't you? You've kept it to yourself, all because you love toying with others too much. Am I wrong? There's a smile on her face and sweetness in her voice, but something about it sounds so dangerous. Death swings their scythe again, but Scarlett doesn't move this time. Scarlett! When I opened my eyes, I expected to see something horrible. Instead, I saw the blade of the scythe press against Scarlett's skin. Despite the impact, she hadn't budged an inch. Shoot. Death drops the scythe, scrambling toward me like a scared animal. Scarlett grabs them by the hood, yanking them back. Then throwing them across the room. They slam against the wall, hitting metal drawers with an upsetting sound. Tell us how to revive. She's raised her voice now. The sweetness is completely gone from it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Their mask is askew. Scarlett, unbothered by the desperation in their voice, strides over to them. You're deaf, aren't you? Tell us. She digs her heel into their stomach. Ah! You violent person. Scarlett, stop. Shut up. Tell us before I really hurt you. The elevator. Scarlett takes a bit of pressure off, still careful to keep Death pinned to the wall. The elevator is the way out. It takes people, and they don't come back. I seriously don't know how it works. I just know that they've left through the elevator. Scarlett lifts her foot, and Death rolls over, coughing. They scramble away from us. There, was that so hard? She turns and steps toward the door, motioning for me to follow. gotta follow Scarlet. I turn away from Death, too afraid to say anything, then obediently followed after Scarlet. Scarlet is silent until we reach the elevator. We can escape from here. Yeah. After what she did to Death, I'm a little afraid of her, but saying that now won't do us any good. Come on, Ashley. I thought you'd be a little happier about this. I guess so. Everything's just happening so fast. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll take the lead. I don't have to worry. That's what I like about Scarlet. When I'm with her, I don't have to decide these things for myself. We step into the elevator together. This is the way out. The question is, how exactly do we escape from here? Is there a hidden compartment? We're not supposed to climb up the elevator shaft, are we? Scarlet could fly, but there's no way I could manage it on my own. Unless she carried me. That seems a little silly. I'm not about to ask her to do that. We studied the walls, ceiling, and floor of the elevator, but aren't able to find any secret panels or switches. It's just the same set of buttons that take you to the same set of floors. Same as every other time we've used the elevator. If Death doesn't know how this escape route works, how are we supposed to figure it out? Maybe you have to press the buttons in a certain order? Yeah, I remember playing a game with that kind of puzzle. Let's try the top floor first. Oh, is this gonna be a... Repress every button, stopping at each floor along the way. The doors open and close. But nothing special happens. Before long, we end up back on the basement floor. Hey, idiots! Death calls out to us from a safe distance across the hall. There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? I ask politely before Scarlet can snap back at them. The elevator exit only works for people who've redeemed themselves. You can't leave if you're a bad person. Scarlet stomps 1 foot forward as if she's going to give chase, causing Death to bolt toward the stairwell. Once they're gone, she sighs, relaxing her stance. They're making stuff up again. Let's keep trying. Okay, Scarlet. I nod passively, unsure of what else I can do in this situation. We spend a long time exhausting every idea we can think of to crack the elevator's code. Try as we might, no combinations of buttons leads us to a way out. Scarlet kicks the wall hard, letting out a grunt of frustration. The elevator sways lightly on impact. This hunk of metal thinks it's a judge of my moral character, huh? I thought Death was lying about that. They must be. How do we even know that this elevator is truly the way out of here? They could have been lying about that too. They sounded sincere to me. It could just be a waste of time. They're watching us, laughing at us. What fools we are, huh? Scarlet. She bangs her fist against the wall, causing the elevator to sway again. Choking back a sob, she collapses to the floor, looking more hollow and fragile than ever. What if it's true? That this is hell and I'll never be able to leave because I'm a horrible person. Whether death was lying or not doesn't seem to matter to her anymore. The idea of it clearly struck a nerve. What if I belong here? What if I deserve everything that's happened to me? Hey, let's take a break, okay? All my life, I've tried so hard to prove I'm a good person. I want to help marginalized people, the ones left behind by society. Like you, Ashley. She isn't listening to me. We're treated poorly just for being women. You've got it even worse, being disabled. It isn't fair. Anything we do is scrutinized to hell and back. Meanwhile, men get away with anything they want. Huh? Is this even about the elevator anymore? I'm a good person. I'm not racist. I support LGBTQ rights. I give to charity. Okay. The way she's talking about these things is so... And yet, at the drop of a hat, everyone was ready to think of me as some villain. It isn't fair. She crumples into a ball on the floor. Gently, I put a hand on her shoulder. Scarlet. She looks up at me. Finally, she's looking at me. Please don't take this the wrong way, but she needs to hear this. Were you doing all those things to make yourself look good, or because you genuinely care about people? What? You say you want to help people like me, but you don't really listen to me. It's true that you've done a lot to try to help me. I'm grateful for that, but I feel more like an accessory than a person, than a friend. Like, when have you even asked about me in my life, aside from my illness? Do you even know anything about me? You like video games. Everyone likes video games, Scarlet. What I'm trying to say is, it feels like these things you say you believe in, you're only using them to try to prove you're a good person. You doubt me too, Ashley? I know your heart is in the right place if you just listen to me. Scarlet sways a little, as if blown back by the wind. You think I'm a bad person. I didn't say that. I never should have trusted you. She steps out of the elevator. I hurry after Scarlet, but she doesn't go far. Just a couple of steps before turning back toward me. You know what, Ashley? I think you're right about me. I don't really care about others. I just like feeling superior to them. I want to be powerful and respected. I want my life to be easy. I'm jealous of people who are given everything because I want to be in their position. That's what makes me a bad person. That's why I died. That's not true. Why are you saying all these things? I may as well embrace this afterlife, since I'll never be able to leave. Wait, Scarlet. Scarlet is dead. I'll be Rouge. Yes. Rouge, the Angel of Death. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? In a flash of light, her appearance changes completely. Into a being that could be called nothing other than an Angel of Death. What? Ashley. What happened to you? I'm certain the elevator will work for you. You haven't done anything wrong. You're a good person. I'm sorry that Scarlet held you back before. You don't have to worry about her anymore. What do you mean? You weren't holding me back. We could still go on and revive. I'm going to help every last soul that comes through here. I'll show them the way out. This will be my repentance. The angel who calls herself Rouge disappears through the ceiling. I can't follow her anymore. What do I do now? I stand in the empty hallway at a complete loss. I did this to her. She changed into this because of what I said. We were supposed to revive together. The elevator. I wonder if I really am a good person after all that. So... Okay, it did change. To my surprise, there's a new one. The circle is printed on its surface. Is that really it? Oh. Okay, I want to save here. Ah, how do I haven't been saving the entire time. Okay. Okay, yes, I do want to go back and just go back through everything. We should just be able to skip through stuff. So now we can just... Yeah. Tails. We'll follow her. I wonder if this one's important. We'll keep the Rouge thing going. We'll just go through it the way we have been. We can reviews. Now we can just go through until we get... I want to take a moment here and explore this one, actually. I'm not much of a girl. I am not really that girly. Well, sure you are. You have those big feminine eyes. If you grew your hair out, you'd look so pretty. But I like my hair short. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to imply you aren't pretty enough as it is. Women are always getting judged by their appearance. I'm not trying to do that to you, I swear. I just feel like it's a shame that some girls feel like they can't embrace their femininity. You know? I don't know. I've never related to femininity once in my entire life. We can just skip forward. Now, I feel like we need to check on Death here. Death seems hurt. This isn't right. Are you okay? Screw you. Don't pretend like you care about me now. I didn't know she was going to do any of that. I'm sorry. Ashley? The two of us flinch at Scarlett's voice. She's waiting for me in the hallway. Whatever. Get out of here before she comes back. I give a hesitant nod before scurrying out the door. What were you talking to Death about? Her expression is neutral, but the words are laced with an implicit threat. Don't betray me. I just wanted to see if they were okay. You were pretty rough with them, so... Ashley, Death is our captor. Huh? They knew the way out, and they purposely withheld that information from us. They tortured Saladon for years, and likely plan to do the same to us. Considering all that, don't you think a little violence is justified in order to escape this nightmare? She has a point, I think. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Scarlett's only doing what she thinks she needs to in order to... Do you want to survive? Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit a save here. Because I feel like this is gonna be a 50, like 2 different paths here, so I'm gonna go not like this. I can't do this. If stepping on others is what it takes, I'd rather stay down here. Fine, I'll go alone. Scarlett steps into the elevator. Her eyes looked a little teary, but I might have only imagined it. Still, no matter what, I can't get behind treating Death like that. Kicking someone while they're down is wrong. Death keeps their distance, staring at me from across the hall. I call out to them. Scarlett took the elevator. You're not going with her? Yeah. Death approaches, flipping up their mask to look me in the eyes. So you're like legit cool? I don't like what she did to you, so I didn't want to follow her anymore. Yeah? You shouldn't have attacked her either. Hey, that was self-defense. You swung first. But you saw what she did to me. She's crazy. I had no choice. Whatever. Just don't fight anymore, okay? Well, I was thinking about leaving. But if you're willing to help me out. Huh? Leaving? Through the elevator? Nah, the other way. Out the front doors. Death slips their mask back down and starts walking toward the stairwell. You coming? Sure. Confused, I hurry after them. If the elevator lets you revive, then where do the front doors lead you? I knew she was going to be trouble when she started refusing my trials. Death's voice echoes in the stairwell. They talk to me over their shoulder as we climb the steps. Ugh. The last couple times this happened, I had to lie low until the disillusioned one screwed off. Disillusioned? That's what I call them, once they realize their own power here. Scarlett's so damn stubborn. I'd probably be stuck hiding for like a year before she gave up and disappeared. Disappear as in... There are 3 ways to have your soul released from this place. The first is the elevator. That's the revival route. Brings you back to the real world so you can get back to your life. The second is oblivion. Walking out the front door to complete isolation. I don't know what happens to the ones that go that route, but it can't be good. I bet they lose their mind out there. Then what's the third? That'd be despair. After your hourglass runs out, your soul can destabilize and turn to ash. Ash? I take it that means you died in real life. Your soul crumbles into dust and you disappear for good. You think that'll happen to Scarlet? Death only gives a whole laugh in response. We reach the ground floor and they open the door to the lobby. If your hourglass runs out, you turn to ash. That's what Death said, but their explanation was so casual. Can I really trust them? Could they just be trying to drive me and Scarlet further apart? No, what am I saying? I can't trust Scarlet anymore either, not after what she did to Death. What if her conclusions were wrong too? Is there anything I really know for sure? I follow Death to the front desk. Celadon is on the far end of the room, staring blankly out of one of the large windows. I feel more lost than ever, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to hear Death out for now. I draw my own conclusions from there. Death hops up on the desk, sliding over it gracefully. They land behind it and turn back to me. Alright, Ash. I'm gonna show you something top secret. You give me a lot of information all of a sudden. Yeah, because our goals happen to align. We both want Scarlet out of here as soon as possible, right? You don't care if she disappears, though? I'd actually prefer if she gets to revive. Damn, she really turned you into mini Scarlet. Unless you were always this rude. I glare at Death, like how Scarlet always does. Hey, don't get all annoyed. I'm showing you this because you can use it to convince her to revive. If I'm lucky, you'll all leave me alone. This is a last-ditch effort kind of thing. So be grateful. Alright, what is it? Death plops down in the swivel chair and boots up the computer in front of them, holding down a few keys on the keyboard as they do so. This is what were supposed to be greeted with when you got here. They turn the monitor towards me. It looks like a welcome screen with a set of instructions. Welcome to the afterlife. Please do not despair. At this time, your death is merely a social one. It is likely the world has not been kind to you. This space was created as a place of relaxation and recovery for lost souls. May it serve as respite until you are ready to move on. Beware the front exit, for it leads to oblivion. This is the path chosen for those who choose to abandon society and commit to isolation. To return to your life, you need only enter the elevator. Carry the hope to connect to others in your heart, and the exit will reveal itself to you. Without love, it cannot be seen. We are praying for your peaceful revival. This is the lame truth of this place. Wait, so what about the trials? Death stops himself from answering as footsteps approach. It's Celadon. Hey there, what are you guys doing? Nanya? Nanya? None of your business. Oh, good one. Stuff it, simp. No wonder Celadon was so desperate to win a trial. Death is kind of unbearable. Listen, the elevator is the way out. I came with the truth I was just shown. Celadon's eyes widen. The elevator? Really? Don't just tell him. This is privileged information. Why are we hiding this from us? The more I think about it, the angrier I get. This whole time, we all could have left just by wanting to connect with others back in the real world. You haven't seen what I've seen, okay? Trust me, it's easier this way. Oh, I get it. You're trying to get back at me for what I did to Ash before. Huh? You might trick me into looking for a secret exit that doesn't exist. That's it, isn't it? Yep, you got us, Donnie. No, I don't care about that. Look, it says it here on the monitor. As Celadon reads the words on the screen, his expression softens. The hope to connect to others. In other words, to overcome a social death, you just have to pursue a social life? Is that it? This is the message all of us were supposed to see when we woke up here. Death hid it from us. But it doesn't say anything about the trials. Because they were only a distraction. It's just like Scarlet said. Where is Miss Scarlet? We should probably tell her about this. I'll skip telling him about how she became disillusioned. I think that's what Def called it. Scarlet already knows about the elevator. She's there now. Def didn't explain how to use it. Why would I? It's funny if she drives herself crazy trying to solve it. We should go too. Celadon fidgets, clearly excited to be on his way out of here. Will Scarlet even let us in? She's gonna have to, if she wants to know how it works. That line in red is the key. You now see the way out with the power of love. Death drives the blunt end of their scythe into Celadon's stomach, and he doubles over with a whiny ow. If the elevator really works, Celadon will be free from Death's bullying. But what about Scarlet? Assuming she believes us about this hidden exit, will she be able to see it herself? There's probably no one in the world she wants to connect with. She doesn't trust anyone after what she's been through. That's where we come in. Ash. I might have been her only friend and I walked away from her. But it's because I walked away that we know the way out now. I can't imagine what was on that screen being another elaborate lie, at least. Not if Death really wants Scarlet out of here. The three of us head over to the elevator and Death presses the button to bring it to our floor. After a minute or two, the doors open. Scarlet practically flinches at seeing us all standing here. What? I got Death to explain more about how the elevator works. Scarlet's eyes dart between us, trying to discern whatever we may be playing. At least that's what I imagine is going on in her head. I know you won't believe us, so I'll prove it to you. Will you let Celadon try? Fine. Fine, it's not like I was having any luck on my own. Scarlet steps out of the elevator without protest. Isn't it great, Miss Scarlet? We don't have to complete a trial after all. You're the only one who cared about the trials. Besides, aren't you nervous? Nervous? Why would I be? I don't know what you've heard, but if Death gave you special instructions, you could activate some kind of trapdoor that plummets you straight to hell. Are you ready to go to hell, Celadon? That won't happen. Yeah, like Ash said, it'll be fine. But before I go, I wanted to apologize. Scarlet shifts her stance, still clearly in a bad mood. Ash, during the last trial, I had almost given up hope. I'm actually really grateful to Scarlet for stopping me. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough to call off right away. Having basic empathy isn't a matter of strength, Celadon. Just let him talk, Scarlet. No, she's right. It must have been scary for you, and I ignored that. There's genuine regret in his voice. It's relief to me that he actually acknowledged what he did. And to think that it would have gotten me closer to reviving it all. Oof. It's okay. Thanks for apologizing. Celadon is relieved to be forgiven too. Scarlet scoffs and turns away, but he ignores her and continues. I know that I wasted a lot of time here, but I don't regret the time I spent working hard. Death, you taught me an invaluable lesson of perseverance. Is this a joke? Why are you thanking me, you weirdo? Because now I can go back to my life knowing I'm stronger than I thought. Celadon steps into the elevator, then exhales slowly. He turns to us. I won't forget you guys, but the person I want to connect with is... I'd really like to see my ex-wife, Chartreuse. Man. Wait. Is Celadon a... Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. I only just realized this. It's all the characters have been named colors the entire time. I only just realized that. That is funny. Because Chartreuse is like a yellow color. I need to apologize to her too for all the trouble I caused. For being a terrible husband. I'll throw away my U5 products. I'll get a regular job again. I'll do anything. I doubt she'll take me back, but if I could just tell her I'm sorry, that'll be enough. After that, who knows? He wipes the tears from his eyes, then looks around the elevator. Oh, this button's new. He presses it and the doors close. We watch as the elevator rises, the light from its interior barely showing through the gap in the door. After a few moments, it returns to us, and the doors open once more. There's no one inside. What? How? The elevator exit only works for people who've redeemed themselves. You can't leave if you're a bad person. Huh? Def, that's not... No. Scarlet suddenly takes off, phasing through the ceiling. She's checked the upper floors to make sure he isn't hiding anywhere. It didn't say anything like that on the screen. When Scarlet comes back down, it's through the elevator shaft. Which button is it? They're all the same. Why? Am I really such a horrible person? She falls to her knees before us. Celadon? I'm worse than Celadon? Are you kidding me? Scarlet, Def was lying. It has nothing to do with whether you're a good or a bad person. It's only whether you want to connect with others, to resume your social life. What? Celadon had someone he wanted to see again, so the path opened for him. No, that's the lie. Because if that's true, then who am I supposed to want to connect to? Everyone hates me. I don't hate you. But you don't trust me either. No one trusts me. And why should I? I'm a monster who only cares about herself. That's what they all believe. No one will ever believe me. Scarlet is inconsolable. Inconsolable. Def nudges my arm. Hey Ash, you should probably go ahead and revive next. What? And leave Scarlet alone with you? Why did you lie to her just now? To confuse her? To make her suffer even more? To make her desperate. She's weaker that way. That's horrible. Why'd I ever feel bad for you? Whatever. Scarlet clearly ain't ready to go just yet. You, on the other hand, don't have much time. I don't? Wait, did you find my hourglass? Def points their scythe at my IV bag. It's nearly empty. Realized it a bit ago. Kinda obvious in retrospect. What happens when it runs out? Will I die? Poof. They splay their fingers for emphasis. I recall our earlier conversation about souls crumbling to dust. Okay. Scarlet, it's time for me to go. What? I'm gonna take the elevator now. I can't stay here any longer. But I'd like you to come with me. Staying here isn't good for you either. Scarlet doesn't move. I really don't like the idea of leaving her with Def, but I don't think I'll be able to convince her to come with me. So I'll do the next best thing. St. Fellows. That's the name of the hospital I'm staying at. Huh? You're welcome to come and visit me anytime, okay? Don't forget. Why are you telling me this? so that you can revive when you're ready. I thought it might be easier if you had someone on the other side waiting for you. Scarlet gives a small teary nod. She steps out of the elevator without looking back. When she does, a button appears. It's a circle printed on its surface. It's time for me to go. I give it a confident press, then wave goodbye to Scarlet and Death. And we... Oh, man. This is the way out. The path to revival, the same as Celadon took. I'm really going to revive now. As the elevator rises, I start to feel lighter. This place really was like a dream. Like getting a little taste of heaven. I didn't even feel sick the whole time. The computer said it was a place of respite. Well, it wasn't as relaxing as that, thanks to Death. But it was fun getting to run around searching for the truth. Searching for the way out. It's too bad Scarlet couldn't come with me. It would have been nice to getting to see these flowers together. The thought fills me with emotion, a sudden and indescribable yearning for a person who was still practically a stranger from me. Do I even deserve friends? I just abandoned the only one I made in years. But what choice did I have? My hourglass was about to run out. I just have to do better from now on. I can start small, baby steps. Maybe a doctor will agree to let me out of the hospital for a day, or just a few hours. Enough to go to the park. Even if it's in a wheelchair, I'm stable enough for that, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, we still haven't gotten the Scarlet ending. Okay. So, I think we do go with Scarlet. Yes, I do. You're right, Scarlet. I wasn't considering our position. I'm glad you understand. I'll admit I got a little carried away. But what's important is we're going to be free now. Free, huh? We step into the elevator together. Yeah, okay, so that just leads to the same... It just leads back to this. Actually, wait. No, we'll let it keep going. Okay, we're gonna go find the others. No, I just can't leave everyone behind. I need help. Scarlet abandoned herself because of what I said. I'll look for Celadon first. Maybe he'll be able to restore her hope. Hold on. What? I walk out of the elevator and into the lobby. It doesn't take me long to spot Celadon. He's staring absent-mindedly out of a large window near the entrance. When I call out to him, he's surprised to see me. I quickly catch him up on the situation, tell him how Scarlet had attained special powers, attacked Death, became the Angel of Death, Rouge. It occurs to me as I explain it all how unbelievable this story is. But he doesn't question me for a second. He listens intently as I go over the details. I can't bring himself to tell about the elevator though. Much to my relief, he seems more concerned about Rouge than questioning about his escape route. Oh, about this escape route. When I finish my story, Celadon scratches his chin, considering what to say. Ash, I've been reflecting over what happened in the last trial. I want to make it up to you. Huh? I'm not... I mean, it's okay. That trial is the last thing on my mind right now. What's important is helping Scarlet get back to her former self. I'm serious. I didn't consider how you felt. I was only thinking about myself. But I have plenty of time left in my hourglass. I just have to keep working hard. Speaking of time, is your IV gonna be okay? I noticed the fluid's getting pretty low. Huh? He's right. Why hadn't I noticed that? Why hadn't I noticed sooner? Let's not worry about that right now. It's just a distraction. Maybe I can imagine it's full, and it'll fill back up. Like how Scarlet was able to fly and change into Rouge. Are you sure? You gotta help yourself before you can help others, as they always say. I still got a while. We can just focus on getting Scarlet back to normal. Right, if you found a way out, shouldn't we all leave together? But is Death really gonna allow that? We haven't won any trials. Do whatever you want. To our surprise, Death walks up behind us. They're moving toward the entrance. There's only room for one Death around here, so I'm out. Huh? Wait, you're really leaving? Yep, I'd say it was nice knowing you, but it was whatever. Bye. Celadon and I watch in stunned silence as Death walks out the front door and into the blank white void. They can't just do that, can they? I feel bad for them. You do? Miss Celadon hadn't seen what happened, how Scarlet pinned them down and yelled at them before. After asserting her superiority like that, it's no wonder Death feels like there's no place for them here. I find it a little hard to have sympathy for them after all the trials they put me through. Yeah, I know they've been pretty awful to you. I was just thinking, this is supposed to be Death's domain, right? It's like Rouge is kicking them out of their home. Oh, yeah. When you put it that way, it is a little sad. I need to set things right. Will you come with me to talk to her? She might listen to you. I actually doubt that she will, but I'll do what I can. As soon as we enter the elevator, I check for the mysterious circle button I saw before. But it's gone. Does that mean Celadon's a bad person? So, what floor, Ash? No. He apologized to me. I can't stop thinking of it like that. Besides, Scarlet's not a bad person either. There has to be some other explanation for how this thing works. I think probably the top floor, I'm not sure exactly. I press the button and try not to worry about what this all could mean. What? Okay. After searching the upper floors, we're unable to find Rouge anywhere. I definitely saw her phase through the ceiling. Imagine she must be above us somewhere. Celadon suggests checking the rooftop, and I follow him to the stairwell. When we reach the top, he opens the door. Rouge is there waiting for us. Her dress billows lightly, even in the absence of wind. Ashley? You're still here? I didn't want to leave you guys behind. Oh, including Celadon? Yeah. How ironic that your good will be the very thing keeping you tied to this place. Celadon steps forward to speak. Miss Rouge, Death is gone now, so there aren't any more trials. Yes, I saw them go. Good for you, Celadon. You don't have to spend your remaining years humiliating yourself. Remaining years? Right, I guess you're in charge now? Ash said you wanted to lead souls to their revival. That's right. Every soul except for your own. Yes, because my soul isn't worth saving. Well, we're here to save it. Yeah, come back to us, Miss Scarlet. Rouge drifts away from us, further into the sky. I see what you're doing, Ashley. You brought Celadon here as the very first soul for me to save. It's a tough case, but I accept. You're the one we're trying to save. Please listen to me. You'd rather stay here as my disciple, showing the light to the lost souls through me. Because if you told him the way out yourself, he would leave you without a second thought. Celadon fidgets beside me. Would he really have left? Hey Ash, what is this way out exactly? We're all gonna leave together, I promise. Rouge drifts through the air, back towards Celadon. Celadon, what Death was doing with those trials they gave you, it may not have been senseless torture after all. It wasn't? It sure felt like it sometimes. They may have been trying to reform you, to mold you into a person capable of leaving this place. That was the true purpose of the trials, though I disagree with their methods. Was that right? Was that really Death's goal all along? Death's trials were a failure, because their function was incomprehensible. My strategy is much more straightforward. What strategy is that? Prove to me you're a good person. Huh? Tell me why you deserve to revive. Go on now. Celadon stands there, speechless, desperately searching for any evidence to give her. I can't do that. My ex-wife, she knew better than anyone. I'm not a good person. That's why she left. The man collapses to his knees, sobbing. Chartreuse. I need to tell her I'm sorry. Sorry for everything. What kind of man am I? I have to see her again. Just one more time. That's the only reason I want to revive. Please, give me a chance. The elevator doesn't work for bad people, Celadon. It only works for good people. The elevator? Yes, that's what the previous Death told me. That you can find a way out of here through there, as long as you're a good person. None of us are good people. That's why we're stuck here. Despite her harsh words, Celadon's eyes shimmer with hope. The elevator. Behind us, the exit reveals itself. The elevator doors, that definitely weren't there before. He rises slowly, then walks toward them. Celadon? I move to follow him, but Rouge stops me. Let's see if it accepts him. Celadon enters the elevator, and the doors close behind him. Moments later, the doors open once more. It's empty. He's really gone. That's impossible. Rouge slides over to the elevator, then sinks through the floor in search of the missing man. The button wasn't there for him before. That means he must have redeemed himself during our conversation. If there's hope for Celadon, there's definitely hope for Scarlet. I just hope Rouge can see that. I decided to take the elevator down to the entrance to wait for her. Come on, I want to get... Oh, this is such a route to go just to get Scarlet to revive. When I walk out into the lobby, Rouge is already there. He's gone. He's really gone. Why did they accept him? Because he's better than me? Him? If he was able to leave, then you'll be too. No. I'm worse than Celadon? Celadon who was ready to leave you to die? I'm a good person. I'm not some villain. Please, won't someone believe me? It's not too late. Huh? I'm worried about Death. I'm going to search for them now. Out there? Yeah, out there. Ashley, you can't. It's Ash. Please, Scarlet. Call me Ash. Ash. I want to bring Death back here, so I'll be back when I find them. Ash, don't leave me here alone. Ash. What the? The door's closed behind me. I hope this will be enough to convince her. Wait, what? I walked for a while, straight from the entrance in toward the horizon. This place is so surreal, it's like walking on glass. What will happen to me if I don't run into Death out here? I'm afraid to consider it. Well, whatever happens, at least it'd be better than staying as Rouge's so-called disciple. Just then, a shadow passes over the ground at my feet. A shadow? Rouge touches down, her white wings somehow glowing against the bright white void. Ash, let me help. It's my fault they left, so I'll take it from here. I can see further from the air. Scarlet, thank you. She nods, then lifts off again. Go back inside, wait for us in the lobby, okay? Good luck. She flashes a smile before speeding off into the horizon. She's so cool. I hum to myself, make my way back to the hospital. The automatic doors open for me, and I step into the empty lobby. It's odd. I always feel refreshed coming back through these doors. Is it relief that I don't have to keep walking? I'm not even tired. My body just seems to work here in the afterlife. But I won't be here for much longer. We won't be stuck here anymore. By bringing back Death, Scarlet will have proven she's a good person. Is it really what it comes down to? How do you weigh whether a person is good or bad anyway? Is there some higher being deciding that for us? Well, there's no way for me to know the answer to that. No use worrying about it, I guess. After some time, Scarlet and Death come through the front door. Death, I'm so glad she found you. Whatever. Yeah, you're welcome. Sheesh. Welcome back, Scarlet. You have way too much faith in me. That's what friends are for, right? Shut up. So, are we gonna try the elevator again or not? I turned to where Death was standing, but they've walked off toward the stairwell. The door closes behind them before I can say anything. I guess they're headed back to the basement. As long as they're comfortable in this home of theirs, that's what counts. Okay, Scarlet, let's revive together. We'll see about that. Please. I step back into the elevator and check the panel by the door. The O button is back again. Come on in. I can't. What if it still thinks I'm a bad person? It won't. But what if it does? Then I know how to make it think you're a good person. Promise to come visit me in the hospital once we revive. Sure. Okay. Scarlet steps into the elevator with her eyes shut tightly. Well, the button's still there. That's it? We can revive now? Yeah. Oh. We just have to press it, I think. Wait. What now? Which hospital did you say you're staying in? I want to make sure I can find you. St. Fellows. Okay, St. Fellows. I know where that is. Press the button, Ash. Go on. No, you go ahead. You've got seniority and all. Fine, I'll press it then. I got to press the buttons on my trip. Gotta take turns. It's rising. It'd be funny if it just took us back up to the roof. No, it wouldn't. I'd seriously never recover. I was just kidding. Well, I'm not laughing. She says it with a smile on her face. I'm gonna miss being with Scarlet. Oh, wait. I'll miss her? We'll see each other again, won't we? She promised. What am I so scared about all of a sudden? You'll really come visit me? Of course, Ash. It's not like I expect you to come and visit me. Ah, right. We're silent for a moment. My vision blurs, and when I refocus, the floor beneath my feet has changed. Instead of an elevator, we're standing in a field of dandelions. Hey, there's something I should tell you. Is she seeing this too? What is it, Scarlet? When I said I was murdered, it certainly felt how I feel about what happened, but it isn't the whole truth. She was lying to us the entire time, God. Huh? Scarlet takes a deep breath, then exhales slowly, shakily. I tried to kill myself. I'm sorry, I couldn't bring myself to say it before. I should have just been honest. No, it's okay. I'm sorry you went through that. Scarlet's cries suddenly beside me. I don't know what to say. Everyone in my life was telling me I was this horrible, evil person. And so I started to believe them. Maybe I had done something unforgivable. Maybe I didn't deserve to live. I felt so much grief over the women who were hurt by that bastard. I was so angry with myself for missing the signs. Being unable to help them really hurt. And knowing that I didn't have the right to feel pain over it, as the one who had done wrong, it was crushing. That night, I'd never felt more alone. I thought no one would ever understand me. That I could never be trusted again. Not even by myself. Ash, you shouldn't have trusted me either. Take Scarlett's hand in mine. Take Scarlett's hand in mine. Of course I trust you. Because, look, we got to revive together. That's all because I had you looking out for me. You're a good person, Scarlett. You don't need a stupid elevator to tell you that. There'll be lots of things to look forward to, now that I can't feel it beside me anymore. Scarlett? It's too bright to see anything. Did my words reach her? It's alright either way, because we promised to see each other again. Right, Scarlett? Thank you, Ash, for everything.
Can you hear my heart break? Counting all my mistakes.
That is definitely one of the more brutal endings of the game. Jeez. We went through so much to get that one. And we still have to get Death's one, which will be another time. Two endings gone today. We're not going to have enough time to get the ending with Death. Also, one of the Revive Alone versions is just a Baton Rouge? Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We still have one more episode to do on this. But this feels like the type of game that doesn't deserve an outro.